back down, please. Yes? Okay, if everyone could take their seats, we're going to ask Ambassador Barrack to come up.
Okay, everybody. No, I'm not going up there. No. Morgan, go. Hey, wait. Let's have one rule. Let's have one rule, okay? You just had three of the most.
Hello.
Okay, wait. This we're going to have a different set of rules, right? Please be quiet for a moment. And I want to tell you something. The moment that this starts becoming chaotic, like animalistic, we're gone. So you want to know what's happening, act civilized, act kind, act tolerant, because this is the problem with what's happening in the region. So I beg you, do you think this is fun for us? Do you think this is economically beneficial for Morgan and I to be here putting up with this insanity? In cadence, with your kindness, your interest, and your thoughtful questions, we'll give you responses. If that's not how you'd like to operate, we're gone. Okay? Is that acceptable to everybody? Now, what are we doing? I can't even have 2 minutes. So, Morgan, you all know. Our goal is to match Beauty and the Beast, and you know which side of that I have. So Morgan is coming back as a valued hand in a very difficult puzzle salvation of what we have. And I'm going to answer together, we'll answer your questions. We've been in Israel, we've been in Syria, but here's the bottom line. Here's what I want you to know. And you just had three of the most powerful people in the U.S. Congress. This is huge, because I know what you all want to happen is have America fix this problem. As much as America is going to fix this problem is what Donald Trump has done, what he did hand in hand with Israel and Iran, what he's done for Syria in taking the sanctions off, and what he said for our benefit, for Lebanon's benefit, that he wants a healthy and prosperous Lebanon. Now, what's really the issue? We keep on talking about Hezbollah. Hezbollah being disarmed. What we haven't talked about was what happens to the Shia people, what happens to the Hezbollah military, what happens to the people, what happens to the south, and why is Hezbollah armed? So I want to give you just a framework of what we're doing, and then Morgan can answer your questions. If you think about it, for you, Hezbollah is a political party. Shias represent 30 to 40% of the population, and you have a very good set of leaders today, in my opinion. The major three leaders, the president, the prime minister, the speaker, are all trying to do the best job they can for you of ushering to a new era of tolerance, a new era of peace, and ultimately prosperity. So why is Hezbollah armed? You have outside interference. What's the outside interference? Iran, Israel, the apprehension of Syria. What did we do? We went to Syria. I can tell you President al-Shara has no interest in having an adversarial relationship with Lebanon in any way, zero. There's no Sunni fundamentalist cause that he's targeting a weakness in Iran or a perceived weakness in Shia as an opportunity for him. He's looking at the historic relationship of hand-in-glove cooperation of what Lebanon and Syria could be ultimately. That's a fact. And he's running to border alignment, discussions, and a boundary agreement. Running to it. Israel. Morgan and I spent the day in Israel after, you can imagine, preparation. The idea responding to the heroic act that the president, the prime minister, the council had taken in responding to suggestions that we had given them. as to what could a disarmament and withdrawal plan be. Again, going to disarmament is what can we do for Hezbollah to show them they don't need to be armed. Nobody wants to go to a civil war. I can tell you Israel's response was historic. What they've said to us personally, what they've said to the president in actuality, and what they've given in a press release to you is they will meet tick for tat in exact cadence. What we will do in an effort to make sure that Hezbollah is not armed as an adversary against them, they will withdraw in the same cadence. The reason they couldn't respond specifically is we didn't give them specifics yet. Your government is coming back with a proposal August 31st, which is a Sunday, so it won't be August 31st, of saying here is the plan and proposal of what our intent is to disarm Hezbollah. When they see that, they will give their counter-proposal of what they will do in withdrawals and security guarantees on their border, their boundaries, those 5 points, in cadence with what we're giving them. So the big picture is if you take the adversaries away, so if you take Israel and Syria away as a discussion with Hezbollah and saying, great, you from 1982 on, you needed to be armed, you were a militia, we had the Palestinians, we had the Israelis, you were serving a cause, there's no need to serve that cause. LAF can do it, you can be a part of it, but when we talk about the economic zone, we have to have a substitute for what happens because there's another outside party that we just talked about, Iran, that we have no direct relationship with. And Iran has been the financier of the growth of Hezbollah, the municipality, and Hezbollah, the militia. So how do we substitute that? We bring the Gulf countries in simultaneously in a new economic zone, which will have some depth to it in the next few weeks, as to what can happen with outside investment. What kind of outside investment? What does it mean to the South? What does it mean to the community? So step by step, you take out the Iranian concern because you have another funding source, another life source. You take away the Syrian concern because Syria is ready to have discussions tomorrow. You take away the Israeli core. You haven't spoken, by the way, to Israel since 1949. This is insanity. And I'm not even going to go towards the fact that eventually you're going to have to speak to Israel. Whether it's a deconfliction, whether it's normalization, whether it's ultimately a peace agreement, there's only one road to ultimate peace and prosperity in this region. And that's for everybody to speak with each other and for America to vanish from the scene. So with that, I'll allow questions. Morgan can take that over.
One question, and then we're going to have to wrap things up. Over here, please. Thank you.
So this is Joyce Al-Haj from Al-Arabi TV. The main question is, did you get a commitment from Israel regarding